Hello and welcome. I am the Imperishable, and on today's episode, I'm gonna have a brief just talk through the Welsh Open. It has just happened this past weekend. It was a phenomenal event. It was in total, I think, 79 players or 80 players, but we had one drop at one point. It was meant to be, I think, 84, 83, but a couple drops. I know someone from Belgium was meant to come, but they couldn't because of flooding, etc. But overall, it was probably one of my favourite tournaments I've been to. It was just so much fun. It was really nice to meet everyone again, chat to loads of different people. I had 5 incredible games versus some really good players, and most of them I knew, but they weren't just from my play group here. The people I play normally in Cardiff, but it was just really nice to play so many people that I'd known or had met at different tournaments. I just thought it was a really good thing for the community, and it was a lot of Team Wales, Team England. There was some Team Scotland. Pash came down, which was really nice, and then quite a few of us went to a curry. Some people went out, and then afterwards on the Sunday, I went out for a meal with a couple of people who stayed one more night. I get a last train home, so that was really nice. It was just a phenomenal tournament, really well done by Ollie. I'll give you that. The missions were interesting as well. Pick up the Banshees game 1. Sorry, Jack Tuttle. But no, it was really good. Unfortunately, I took some photos. I didn't take enough, and I don't really want to waste time trying to do that. I'll see what I've got. I might be able to do a battle report on one of them. So that's something I need to start doing some more of. So I will be looking at. But what I'll do is I'm going to go through my list, go through how my games went, where I ended up, talk about my opponent and their list, and what I thought I could do or couldn't do, and kind of what I wanted. Overall for the tournament, I was hoping to go neutral, get a win, try not be near the bottom, and get 5 names for Settra, so kill 5 characters. That was my plan. But we'll jump into the list and we'll talk through my games and see how they went. So here's my list. I talked about on the show I went with Owen. It was Settra. I decided to take him because as a team, a lot of us just thought it was a bit boring at the moment. If I took Shabty Spam, I think I would have done better potentially, because it is just better. Settra was just an interesting one. Everyone I played against who had Settra, everyone was like, "Oh, that's quite cool. It was really fun to play against." And it's the Imperishable. You didn't do great. There was a few things he did do well, and I'll talk about his profile in a moment. But my list is Settra. I've got level 1 Mortuary Priest Illusion. I've got Royal Herald, who had the Banner of the Desert Wind, Spell Tracks, Warning Splint, Tomb Prince, Armour and Meteor, and Talisman Session, a great weapon. So the reason for those characters is Settra. Those 3 characters are going to go in a big brick of 32 Tomb Guards who have the Icon of Sacred Eye. So the idea is I can make them Weapon Skill 5 and Weapon Skill 5 and -1 hit. So it makes it trying to make it tanky and survivable. I think Adam will say it's not very good. We'll talk about that in game 5. And then with the Royal Herald, it gives them MR2. They've got reserve move. They've got a Vanguard, so they can be quite fast and get into a position they need to do. So it's all a big package, but it's a lot of points. So in there is 200, 300, 800 points, but it gives up 950 points because it's got 2 banners in there, which is really annoying. And one's my BSB. I've got a load of Skeleton Chariot because I have to. I've got 2 lots of Skeleton Image cohorts. I took those because the whole point of this list was it's meant to be Settra's royal host, so he's what he would take to a battle or who he'd be out with. I think they scored me some objectives. That was about it. They didn't do anything. Most of the time they just died. I literally just didn't play with them. They just sat there. As I said, the 32 Tomb Guard with the Icon of Sacred Eye. And then into the fun stuff. I've got 3 Necropolis Knights with nothing, just because of points. And then 2 lots of Tomb Guard Chariots, each with a Captain and Burning Blades. That was solely because game 1, in game 1 you had a Banshee, and what I didn't want, and I played it before, is lose a unit of Tomb Guard Chariots because they couldn't kill the Banshee and they just sat there for the entire game. Overall, this was a really fun list. It's very different to what I normally play with my Shabty Spam. I had to learn the combat phase and try and learn some things, and playing wide was really, really fun. But yeah, into my games then. So as I had 5 great games. I had Jack Toll game 1, and Jack Toll was playing his Brets. No, I can't see his list. Yeah, double Baron, who are really good for their points. He's got Paladin with a War Banner, Outcast Wizards. This is the scariest thing in the world for Settra because he's flammable. Load of Peasant Bowmen, Knights of the Realm of Furk, the Astute, some Yeoman Guards, some Mao's Yeoman. Pegasus Knights, a big unit, and double Bombards. So, pretty scary, especially for me. I think it was talked about that. It wasn't going to be great for me, but it actually did go quite well for me. So, what happened was, I deployed how I thought I was. So, I had like 2 Guard Chariots on the flanks. I had Necropolis, Knights, Nexus, and 2 Guard Chariots. I had my 2 Guards in the middle, because my game plan was, I can hold my objective. I'm just going to get his objective, and just hope he clears just like a unit every other turn, etc. Settra in the middle with another unit of 2 Guard Chariots. He deployed roughly how I thought he would deploy, except he put his pegs as centre, which I thought was quite odd. He left them rather than going around the flanks. We rolled off, I got turn 1, I pushed up my brick, I think it's at 12 inches in total, turn 1, but I got MR1, I got Weapon Skill 5, I moved Settra up, so he could be seen in the woods to try and charge out. I'm not really afraid of the rolling the 1 for difficult terrain because I can regen him and I'm set to 5 up. I then just pushed everything up to be like in a chargeable range, but couldn't be charged. His turn 1, he basically kept everything still. He shot at Settra. He did, I think, 4 wounds to Settra turn 1, maybe even 5. He then jumped both of his Barons in front of my 2 Guard Chariots, and I thought, that's smart. I can't do anything. I'm not going to charge him because I'm just going to die. So 1 Baron, his Ogreblade Baron, who was on one side, they were by 1 Necropolis Knights. So I went for the charge because see him, he counter charges. Because I was like, you don't have a ward save, you've only got a 3 up armour. I've got loads of strength 5 stuff, so I'm winning all 3s. Anyway, I go in, I do my 2 impact hits because it's 2 touching them. I do wounds. He fails his save, I've done a wound. It's like, cool, alright. My whole point of this tournament is I'm just going to go at you, have some fun. Then he attacks back. He just kills the second one by like the last thing. I need to make 1 more 6 up save, which is annoying. So I had 5 attacks back. 3 that they're all strength 5, but 2 AP1s, some aren't. I do 3 wins. He can't make an unsave, so I've killed him. I've killed his Ogreblade's Baron. I'm like, cool. Didn't think that was going to happen. I've got a thing left, and he overran and got to a position where next turn, technically, he could charge a cannon. He was not happy, which I wouldn't be either. His other one jumped in front of me. I then go to scream at my Banshee. His leadership goes down to leadership 7. He rolls a 9. And on maths, he should re-roll it, and he does. He rolls a 10. So his other Baron has got 1 wound. And he goes, I'm just going to charge that thing. I'm like, oh, I've got a reserve move with my chariot. So I reserve move them to the left. So he can't see my Banshee. So he can't charge it. He then charges my Tomb Guard chariots. He's jumping over his wizard, his things, his pegs. So he's not really doing much. But he almost kills my Tomb Guard chariots. He doesn't. They live on a wound. So that means I can scream him. My turn 3, I scream his Baron again. He rolls an 8, has to re-roll it or he's dead. He rolled a 10, so his Baron's dead. So the Banshee's got me 450 points, my Snakes have got me 200, and I'm like, okay, so this is my game to win here, or my game to lose now. Because I was thinking Jack Toll, this is going to die maybe. Settra's going to die turn 1. But he didn't. I pushed up, I got into his thing, I took him off. I beat his brick back, and I overran. But because it's centre to centre, I annoyingly touched the edge of the thing before I touched his cannon, so I don't kill this cannon. His peg's going to Settra. He makes 7 wounds. I've got to make 7 regens. Don't make a single one, so Settra dies without getting a clap back at least, which is really sad. So Settra perished, but I did get his baggage train. So overall, I won by 196 points. So it's a 10-10 draw. No one saw that coming. Banshee was a big help. If I didn't have the Banshee, I think I would have lost this game quite hard. But it was really fun. It was fun playing with these smaller MSU units where if I lost some 2 Guard Chariots, didn't care. Lost my Snakes, didn't really care. It got to the point where I didn't really care about Settra dying. So Into game 2, I got up to John Scrimshaw. I played him at the last Welsh Open, actually, surprisingly enough. But I had Shabty and he had Dwarves. He took a real army this time, the Vampire Count list. So this one, it was the kind of the diagonal deployments. My left flank, I put some chariots and stuff. He put some things. Didn't do anything all game, that whole stuff. So that was great for me because he had a Terrorgeist. But if he came out of it and I got the charge off, I had 2 stuff that had loads of impact hits. I think I would have killed it, but he didn't want to risk that. Didn't want to do anything like that. I was like, cool. So I was scoring that my left thing. My Tomb Guard just went up in the middle because I vanguarded on and sat on this objective. Because he put his Grave Guard a bit far back, or out of position, and he was running the 5 wide. I was like, okay, I should be fine with this, and I just kept scoring in the middle. So I scored 22 times on the objectives. It was 660 points. He scored like 6 times or something. He didn't get any points. On the right flank though, we had Settra and his Vampire Count bus, because he had a Vampire Count. And I joked, so I was like, I will come after you with Settra. I'm going to kill your Vampire Count with Settra, because I needed my 5 names. Settra actually in the game 1 did get a Banshee. So we charge each other. He charges, fails. I charge, then I get my impact hits. Do nothing with them. I declare a challenge because I'm like, I'm just going to die otherwise because of all your attacks. He accepts with the Vampire Count, and for about 3 or 4 turns we slap each other. What's most important is I did get a wound turn 1, combat 1, which enabled me to enable that Vampire Count to be hit me on 5s, which helped in some regards. So I think one combat he didn't hit me at all. One combat he rolled 2 6s. I was like, great. So over a long time, I was almost there. He was screaming me. Settra almost died, but he did kill the Vampire Count. I won the combat. I tried to get away. I needed to pass my leadership test. I had no debuffs to give myself D3 movement. Roll 11. Don't get my D3 movement. I try and get out. I'm too close. He can charge me with zombies, and over 3 turns of combat, Settra gets pushed off the side of the board, and 60 points of zombies killed 445 points and got 555 points. Great. But it was a 10-10. I held the centre. I had a Tomb Guard Chariot live with a single Tomb Guard, which was really good because that made it. I think it still would have been 10-10 if they died, but it was quite nice. It was quite stable. My Tomb Guard bricks didn't get touched. I just sat in the middle. So, yeah. So far, I thought I'd be down bottom tables. Didn't think I'd do very well. I'm on 20 points. I'm doing alright. I feel quite happy. I then get into the final game for day 1. I got versus John Marston. Absolutely lovely bloke. I have all the time in the world for John Marston. We've talked about this. I chatted to him before. He won a 1-dare, I think the week before or 2 weeks before. So it was really cool to see. And his list was really cool, and I liked it. It's loads of bricks. So he's got Black Hawk Warhorse, Grey Weapon, Binding Blaze. Waste the points of Grey Weapon. Technically, if the Binding Blade gets destroyed, you can use Grey Weapon, but it's 4 points wasted. Trial Tries Talent Protection, so he's a 2 out of 5 at 5. Near impossible to kill, he's got 2/2/6. Cool. 3 odd gets with level 1 Illusion, which he played wrong. He gave them all Itchy Nuisance, where he should have just all given them Glitter and Robe. He's got a big boss with Battle Sword, Warband Armour and Mork, so he just gives him Plate Armour, Shields, and it gives him MR too. He's got a weird knob, Battle Magic Law Familiar, and he chose Arcane Urgency, Oaken Shield, and I think Hammer Hand. No, he didn't do Hammer Hand. Fireball. He should have done Hammer Hand. He's got 21 Black Orcs, with Veteran, Stubborn, with a mix of weapons, and most importantly, the big red Raggedy Flag, so it gives him Weapon Skill 5. He's got 3 lots of Night Goblins, all with Fanatics, double Dude Number, double Rock Lobber. So, it was really cool, interesting list. I love Night Goblins. This is the kind of thing I looked at near the start, because I love Black Orcs, I love Night Goblins. It's Orcs in it. But he plonks. His deployment was pretty weird. He plonks all 3 Night Goblins bricks in the front. He put a Black Orc brick behind. I was like, okay, you can't see him, you can't do that. And he had all his War Machines. So I deployed very wide. I put my Tomb Guard brick in the middle, but to press the left-hand side to try and go over this hill. But how I played is I had my Tomb Guard Chariots on either flank, and one flank had Settra, one flank had the Necropolis Knights. So I went just down the flank to try and get around, and I'm going fast. I get to go like 16 inches with the reserve move, and he had to play so cautiously because his fanatics will kill me 100%. So he has to send them at the right time. My turn one, I think I got turn one, and I just move everything up. No, he got turn one, and he didn't really move a lot, but he moved some things forward. My turn one, I just press everything forward around the flanks. My Tomb Guard brick just kind of stays central, because he's not there to do anything. I then go right around with the Tomb Guard chariots. Settra stays where he is, he pivots, because he doesn't have reserve. I didn't get the reserve move spell off, so I kept him close near this thing. I was like, I could charge you next turn. So on my turn 3, I've got into a position where I've got some Tomb Guard chariots. I'm going to charge in to a Doom Diver and start clearing off those. Likewise, on the other side, I've got my other Tomb Guard chariots doing the same. And he's like, Settra's in a position to charge his Night Goblins. So he chucks out 4 fanatics to try and deal with these Night Goblins, this Settra. Or is it 6? It was so ridiculous. And I was like, obviously I'm not charging. No, it was 4 because I would get hit 6 times if I charged. Don't charge. I get hit twice, I think. No damage. Or it does 1 wound. I get reserve move spell off. So I use core my movement. I movement 10. I go like 7 off that way. I go another 10 inches that way in number. And I set myself up to be like, when this Black Orc unit gets into me, because he's slowly getting out, I can win. I basically win the flanks. I kill all the war machines. I get into Night Goblin brick. I kill that. We overrun or get charged by Black Orcs. My brick gets charged by Black Orcs. He gets Furious Charge. He gets choppers. He gets all this. He just has all great weapons at the front. And I was like, okay, but I was weapon skill 5 -1 to hit. So like his characters hit me on 4s, cool, but the rest of his stuff hits me on 5s. All these Black Orcs. And it got to a point where I challenged with my Tomb Prince, and he accepted with his Black Orc War Boss, because I could probably kill his big boss. He's like 4 or 5 attacks at strength 5, AP 2, but I'm a 5 up, 5 up, 5 up. Didn't do any wounds to me. I just held him up over a couple of turns of combat. I slowly grinded him down, because any 6 wounds got rid of all his through his armor. I killed his weird knob in the combat, and then on my like turn 6, I was able to charge him with Settra, a unit of Tomb Guard chariots that's in the back, and basically kill everything. And vitally, I kill it down to the Walk War Boss, a big boss, and a lone Black Orc. Why that was crucial, and I would say that's why it was most important, is when he fled as a unit. If I killed 1 more and left the 2 characters would have fled individually, and I think that would actually not got me my 13-7, because they fled together. But because of where they've got to, Settra's role he needed was like a 2. It was basically impossible. So Settra ran down them and got 2 more names. So far Settra technically has killed the Black Orc War Boss, the Big Boss, the Vampire Count, and a Banshee. So after day 1, I'm in a really good position. I think I can show it here, but after game day 3, I'm like 21st with Settra, phenomenal, and I get to play Jack Cropper. Didn't want to play him, not because it's him. I liked his list; he's really cool, really nice person, absolutely lovely person. I had loads of good chats. Oh, not this game. His list was just really, really good in comparison to mine. He had double Team King Dragon, double X-Links, a big unit of things. We were playing quarters, so we're really close to each other, quarter deployment. And I was just like, Settra's here to get names, mate. Settra, if he was in a 1-on-1 with a dragon, probably wouldn't die. If he's 1-on-1 with the Armour of Destiny dragon, he slowly wins it. Armour of Ages, I don't do anything because of the rerolls. He gets turn 1. He tries to charge me with this one. Settra, because we're like, fuck it, let's go. Doesn't, fails. He then puts a Necrosphinx out. I'm like, great, I'm going to charge it. I charge both Necrosphinx. One Necrosphinx gets charged by my snakes. I'm like, I could potentially kill you because I'm strength 5. Yeah, I need 5s and 6s, but it's volume of attacks. I get my impact hits. I can do some damage. I did 3 wounds, or like 4 wounds maybe. I think I lose the combat by like 1 because he killing blows something. But then his other Necrosphinx, and this is where I've made a mistake. I charged with both Settra and my Tomb Guard chariots because I can kill him at overrun. He survives on a wound. We follow up in his position where, okay, cool, can't do anything. He then charges with both dragons next turn, his turn 2. One dragon's in the combat with Settra. The others are that and this next thing are into my Tomb Guard chariots, kill them, get so much combat res because of it. Settra needs to make like 8 regen saves. I make 3. He only had 5 reserves, so Settra died turn 2. And then I played bad in my brick. And we talked about I should have just been more defensive, gone back further. Or I think, because I really wanted to just Settra, have some fun with Settra, was yeet up just Settra, try and get my chariots in a position somewhere else, because they can go quite far. I can get them going, what was I going to say, 20 inches, so potentially get into a position where they couldn't be charged by that dragon. But I was an idiot. And then I should have spun my brick around when he had these next things go to the side of him, like, cool, I'm going to fucking just be here. So I got trashed, got 20 and 0, I lost Settra, I lost my brick in the like turn 4. Really nice opponent. I may seem really salty Jack if you do watch this. I just got Settra died turn 2 and I thought, what's the point of playing my poor Settra? And he got to the point where I had my brick in a position, I was like, I sat there for like 5 minutes and there's like nothing I can do, like the brick's dead. We rolled it out, did die. I didn't kill his team next six, which was sad. But really lovely opponent. We were chatting about loads of things, like why is he next two things. He's owned by every army. A really lovely guy. He played Adam game 3 and trashed him. He played Adam Harper game 2 versus Cafe. He got a point versus Cafe, so fair play. But yeah, lovely opponent, Jack. Thank you for the game and thanks for the bending over. And then finally into game 5. Settra needs one more kill. I am up versus Adam West, which is a really nice game to finish on. Adam is a lovely person. Okay, I've got good time for Adam. He does a lot of 3D prints for us. He's fantastic. He asks a lot of questions. And we're both kind of tired, but it's supposed to be a bit of a narrative one because he's an Errantry Crusade. I'm Settra. He's coming to me. So his list, he's got a Baron with the Crusader's Lance and the Virtual Joust, so it's just loads of everything rerolls. He's got double bands of level 1 illusion. Key. What's really cool is that it gives them the unit magical attacks, and we are thinking, shit, this is the anti-vampire council list. It's got a Duke with Virtual Knight Turbo, Hippogriff, Bard, and Dragonstone Sword. Not great. Dragonstone Sword having no AP versus my list was bad. Paladin with Crusader's Tapestry. That's the. Got this wrong in the video. This is the Frenzy banner. He's got 12 Battle Pilgrims and the Grail Reliquary, which is really cool. It's really strong at its core. Double Knights Errant. 8 Mire Knights of the Realm, 10 Scout Squires, and 8 Grail Knights. So, his list is all about hitting fast, going fast, and how this works is, and the Grail Knights have the Crusader's Clarion, and what that does is, and the Empty Barons, the Crusader's Clarion gives +1 strength to your horses. So your horses are strength 4, really good. Empty Banner gives +1 strength to the unit, so your horses get that as well. So you've got strength 5 horses and strength 7 Grail Knights on the charge. Okay. Grail Knights have 2 attacks each, so they get quite a few attacks. You chuck in the Baron, so he gets all these attacks, he goes up even higher strength and his horse gets to fight. You put in that Paladin, the Crusader's Tapestry. Okay. So they're frenzies. Yes, you don't want frenzy, blah blah blah, but you've got that +1 inch range. You don't have to start him in turn 1. So you put him in like at end of your movement turn 1. That Grail unit. The horses, I think it's like 18 attacks at strength 5. The Grail Knights themselves, because how many does he get? Because we have 2 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. It's 22 Grail Knight attacks. And then it's like 5 from the Baron, 4 from the Paladin. That unit killed my entire Tomb Guard brick. He got 950 points in 1 combat. I got fucked. Battle worked out. We kind of faced off against each other. He deployed kind of sparsely, and I was like, okay, cool. I've got a game plan. I'm going to try and hold 3 objectives to score and win on the objectives, which really helps because I got once again like 660 points, and I think he got 60. So I've got 600 bonus points there. Settra is the first time we put him in a unit because he's impetuous, so he might have to charge me anyway, but I just wanted Settra to go up there and get him. So he joined the Tomb Guard Chariots. I got turn 1, I moved my brick up to hold both the objectives. I got myself in a position. He couldn't charge me turn 1. I chuck up Settra with his Tomb Guard Chariots in the centre. So both his Mountain Knights of the Realm and his Baron, his Duke could charge me, and I'm like, I think I live here. because Settra can kill and do stuff. I live, I crumble a little bit. He only follows up with his knights, my knights of the realm. My turn 2, I kill a load, he flees. I then follow up into his duke, because his duke wasn't in the combat, and then for the next 4 turns, Settra and the duke just fighting each other. It's a lost battle for the duke, because I make him -1 to hit me. He's only got the Dragon Slaying Sword. He's only T5. Yes, he has a 5-up wars and a 6-up armor, because Settra's strength 6 weapon is really good. So I kill that. So I kill Hat. I kill his. He had Knights Errant on one side with Battle Pilgrims. I deal that with some chariots down one flank. I'm holding. But that Grail Knight unit, I almost sniped this Paladin. I almost get 250 points. Because when he hit my brick, I was left with, I think it was 8 models left. I mean, it was 9 models left. 3 characters and my champion that could fight back. And I went, everything's going into that Paladin because I'm allowed to. Because yep, only 2 wounds. Absolute nightmare. I was -1 hit because he had Glittering Robe. I didn't have -1 hit because I didn't get my Glittering Robe off either. But on the turn before he got into me, he charged because he was in range. He goes, I'll go for it. Fails, whiffs. I go for movement because I'm like, if I can touch that unit, you don't get your Frenzy, you don't get your Lances, you don't get anything like that. I can probably win this and grind this and probably actually win that first round of combat. Even though you get loads of attacks at strength 4, and I was like, if I get Glittering Robe, you'll hit me on 4s, I'm hitting you on 4s, I can probably win this. Cool, I get my movement off, I don't get Glittering Robe, I'm like, that's cool, I still declare the charge. I need a 3 on either of the dice, or one of the 2. Go forward 2 inches, he just charges me and kills me. Big sad. But I really like this Grey Knight unit. I think the only difference I would do is drop it to a 7-man, just so you don't have the awkward 1 extra guy at the back, just so you can play it. But other than that, I think it's a phenomenal list. The Battle Pilgrims is like kind of your only call. You've got to say there's Knight Errants, kind of thing. It's just really good. It was really fun. His Duke is rubbish, and he knows that. In terms of a Hippogriff Duke, can be alright, but you don't know Dragon Slaying Sword. I think if you have this list, you take the Duke with like a peg, royal peg, and he's flying around just doing like peg stuff. Give him the Oak Blade and the Virtual Knight Temper and the Shen's Locket, so it can't be multi-wounded. Run that around. It's basically the same points. I think it is the exact same points because the Hippogriff is like an extra 50 points over a Barded Peg. But yeah, really good game, and I won 13-7, so I got 8 because I got 600 more points than him. If I didn't just risk scoring the objectives, I wouldn't have won by as much. And then overall, then Settra, no, it's not great. Where is he? Settra. Oh, is this turn 3? Settra came 35th out of 79, which I would take. Settra was undefeated. No, he wasn't undefeated. He was positive. I won 2. I only lost 1 game and I drew 2. The people I played against, I think they did alright. Like, yes, I wasn't up versus mass shooting out or I spam and I played 1 vampire counts that he could have done a bit better. But overall, Settra went positive. He got 6 names. He killed the Duke, and then he also got one of the damsels. I wonder where we are if I look at this strength of opponent. Am I close? Am I up there? I actually go up 5 more places because of strength of opponent, which I'll take. I'll take that. But no, it was really good fun. The list was fun, and I haven't had that much fun in Old World. Like, so much more interesting than the Shab to Spam. There are some changes. Obviously, I want to make this better straight away. You drop Settra. He's cool, and I'm going to go over his profile now. Like, he's weapon skill 7, so it can be weapon skill 8. He's got movement 8 with the Chariot of the Gods. He's strength 6, which is massive. Leadership 10. 5 attacks is quite nice. He's quite slow. 8 wounds. T5, not great. He's a heavy chariot with a 4-up armor. He has a 5-up, 5-up. He's a 4-up, 5-up, 5-up. He's got some cool things. The Blessed Blade of Petra. So he strengthens his -3, flaming and magical. And he gets, if he does a wound against you, he's -1 to be hit. So that's really cool. So in those prolonged fights, versus other big stuff. If that's the thing you're going to see, he does okay. But like if he goes like a Chaos Dragon, like the stomps just kill him, like slowly. Yes, over 5/5 up, Indomitable 3, so it's not too bad, but that does hurt him. Crown Akara, my will be done, being 6 inches of him, phenomenal. I was able to get like chariots going 10 inches and charging with a threat of 19. Necromancer didn't really choose that, I chose reroll 1s most of the time. Scarabrook used that the 5-up thing. A big thing is that he has to be a Hierophant, which is really sad. Is it this one? So he gets the Arise and he can always do it in combat, so he's always good there. Settra doesn't kneel, has to accept the challenge. Settra the Great must be chosen to be your army's Hierophant. That's what lets him down. Because when he dies, you want to play with him, you want to get in front of you. But when he dies, you start losing that regen, everything just starts dying so much quicker. Even though it's like most of the time it's a 6-up regen, but like your characters lose a whole save. He's spenny. He's fun, but he is spenny. I think my changes, like if I basically want to, if I want to play with Settra or not with Settra is what I'm looking at. So gotta go fast. I talked about this on another video, but the idea is you go loads of Scarce and Chariot characters. Royal Heralds are perfect, like 75 points. I love the Destroyer of Eternities. He's only got 5/5 up, but he's 5 wounds. It's quite hard to insta-kill the Royal Heralds. Destroyer of Eternities can slap. Conqueror's Braids, I really like this one. This is the one you go in a challenge with, and he's got 5/5 all the time. The Conqueror's Braids is on a 5-up in things, killing blow. I've got Standard Bearer with the Warding Sprint, Flail of Skulls, so you get him Strength 7, AP 1 I know, but 2 damage. You've got Tomb King with the Royal Mantle. Did I just give him a Grey Weapon? Yeah. Scares and Chariots. This is why I've got like Shabdi in, but maybe just drop that for the Snakes and Chariots. The list I'm looking at, so this one I've edited. Yes, so this is the one I've edited with having Settra, and this is where I think it'll be better. So, still got level 1 Illusion. It's the triple Royal Herald again, one with Flail of Skulls, one with Destroyer of Eternities. This one I've gone for just uses your challenger, so he's got Bind Blade Armor, removes all time protection. Like this could all change with these. I just like the idea that if I lose one of these, I don't care, and you could potentially, in a certain matchup, where it's not like loads of shooting or anything like that, you just run them on their own. Be like, this Royal Herald just doesn't die. This Royal Herald can get into a flank and slice things up. Double Scares and Chariot with Burning Blade. 47 Scares and Infantry cohorts. That's really cool. So the Tomb Guard brick didn't do enough in my eyes. You want to hold something, so this is what the Scares and Infantry cohort is there to do. It's got loads of shooting still, so you can get some wounds. Nicaran Phalanx, so it's something about you chuck in the level 1 Illusion just to give them Glittering Robe. It's not massive because they're only weapon skill 2. 4 Tomb Guard Chariots. I went for the Icon Recap and a Spell Eater Axe. So this is the unit where I might chuck in 2 Royal Heralds in, or potentially all the Royal Heralds in. Necropolis Knights, for they're fantastic. I went for a Captain this time, put on Burning Blade, but I might even drop the Captain because I don't want to be challenged out. And then another set of Tomb Guard Chariots because it's going to go fast. The brick is a worse brick, but it's a lot cheaper. It does the right thing. But you get to keep Settra and you play this play style of Chariot spam. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think the Tomb Guard brick isn't good enough because it just doesn't have the survivability, doesn't have the output. It's a really good versus the Orcs and Goblins, but I think there's an even better list. So I've nabbed this off someone from Clash of Nations, edited it, where you have a Tomb Guard brick that can go 25 inches in turn 1. Necropolis Knight's just on the flank. Sword of Striking seems quite cool, +1 hit. And it's magical attacks, and you're praying for 6s anyway for Cleave and Blow for Necropolis Knights. You've just got the Necrotech spam. So this is where you go, what was I going to say, you get like +3 extra attacks. You've got the guy with an Ogre Blades who's got 7 attacks. you give an architect, and then he's got a high priest with serpent staff. And what you go wide enough that the high priest has to go in the back. In the fighting process, he goes into the second fighting rank because he's allowed. This is some jank I learned. And you get your illusion, you get to do your serpent staff thing. It's hard to get hit. You've got a Royal Herald with the failed skull, so you can have 6 attacks at strength 7, -1, 2 damage. You've got Spellraiser Axe, just to give that MR2. You've got Tomb King, who's a 5+, 5+. The Ogre Blaze, who's 7 attacks. Yeah. But it's basically 1,500 points in that one unit. And it's just go at you. These Skeleton Warriors are just there to score, like, hold your backfield objective. Skeleton Norse Archers to go score objectives. Necropolis Knights, as I said, I think they're really cool. I think they're quite good. I love them. They were probably my favourite things to play with in the tournament. They were 15 attacks at strength 5, potentially 18 if you get the charge off. They could be movement 10 with swift stride, so 19-inch threat range. They're T4, 3 wounds each with a 4+, 6+. Like, they're not bad. They're fun. So yeah, so those are where I'm kind of looking at. I like the idea of trying to play with Settra more. Trying to play with them, play that sort of style. So I think my next kind of thing is either they've got to go fast, or I'm going to play with, I think it's this one, yeah. So it's still the triple thing, but you drop the Shabdi for just 2 more chariots, and you go a bit more basic. But I enjoyed it. It was really good. So overall, a fantastic tournament. I really enjoyed the playstyle. The list is better than I thought. I wasn't up versus the best of the best, like, lists that really counted me. Jack Toll was a worry game 1. The Banshee really helped. But Necropolis Knights would have killed that one on the side anyway. Like, Settra died pretty easily. And it's 445 points. If he dies, it's game over. I think with the list I just showed off at the end, with the triple Royal Herald and Settra, could do alright. Because I don't need the +1 to hit, the weapon skill, or like, I can't take the banner of Desert Winds. So no, it was really good fun. Ollie did a fantastic job. I'm still in contention of Masters at the moment. I think I'm 17th. I don't think I'll be able to go because where it is and just time at work. But Ollie did say there's another one in about 6 months, hopefully, so about April time. So just after the Six Nations, for which I'm hoping to go to. Need to work out getting there and potentially needing to take a day off. But no, really good. It was fantastic to meet everyone. I had my mate Reese come down from London for it. Pash came down. It was great to see. Went to the curry house with Nick from Team France. Just a really fun and enjoyable tournament. I got to TO a bit as well, so me and Owen were player TOs, which was really fun, really nice. And obviously it's Firestorm. It's a fantastic venue. Obviously I've got my affiliate down below, so if you want to go anything, please do. But no, thank you for listening to it. Sorry there wasn't photos, I just talked about what I did and the list and how it played. It's quite hard to do overall. My camera's broken. I basically tore it apart. To get the SD card out, which I still need to get off to get the WCC stuff. But no, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra.